Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to make a video on the basics of a navigation bar. So let's open our Visual Studio Code. I've got a new window, so I'm going to make a folder from scratch. So just go to Open Folder. It can be anywhere. I'm going to put it in desktop for now. New folder. Call it what you like. I'm calling my Navbar Toot for tutorial. Select that folder. So I got an extension in Visual Studio Code. It's called Live Server. So if you go to type in Live Server on extensions, install it and enable it. Okay, let's make a file. Index.html. HTML boilerplate, so if you just type in HTML, it should pop up. I do the exclamation mark tab. We are going to use flexbox. Okay, so in our body, let me make this bigger. 2 times. I'm going to close this out. So in our body, let's do a nav tag inside our nav. UL inside our UL. LI. I'm going to hold in Shift Tab and down. So we got 3 here. Let's call the first one Home. About, and then shop. Okay, so within our UL, I'm going to also give it a title. This is probably where you want to put your logo at. I'm going to put H3. I'm just going to type in logo. It could just be the title or the theme. So let's save that. Open our files. So when we go to index.html, right click on it and let's get open with live server. So you can see it's opening up on port 5500. I'm gonna pull it over here. So here's where we got. So far, this is what we got. I'm gonna hold in the Windows button and the left arrow. Hold in Windows and the right arrow. So we got a split screen now. Okay, I'm gonna close. No, leave this open because we need to make another file. Style.css. And then go back to our index. What I'm going to do is in the head, underneath title, actually just type in style. Oh, sorry, put in link. And right here, CSS, it's already filled in for us. Change that if you have a different name. Control S. Let's save that now. Okay, pull it over. So as you can see, this is what we got so far. So what I'm going to do is in our CSS, I'm going to do UL. First. Underneath it, actually, ULLI. Not text. List. Style. None. Save that. As you can see, those dots are gone. And so let's look at this. In our UL, we got an H3 and then some LIs. So therefore, let's take this H3, Control X, and put it outside of the UL. And then this way with our nav, we're going to make it a display of flex. So this way, H3, and then we have a UL. So there's two items. We're going to make this nav display of flex. And watch what happens. Let's go on top of all this. Nav. Display flex. Save that. And you can see two items besides each other. Also though, within our UL, let's make this the same thing. Display flex, and there you go. So since they're so close together, in our LIs, what we're going to do is give it a padding. Let's do 3px. Save that. Nice little bit of space. Nav H3 padding. Now you see when lowered, because the H3 has like some built-in so you don't have to really add padding to it. H3. So home, about, shop. So back to nav, we have a display flex. Let's give it a justify content, and let's do some space around, and just to see what's happening in our nav, let's give it a background color. Let's make it dark gray. Okay. As you can see, there's some kind of padding going on around here. If you want to take that away, not padding, but margin. Just to look at it. If you take that away, nothing happens. Inspect what's going on. Our HTML body. Our body has a margin of 8 automatically. So you just go to the top, do asterisk, and 0. You can do padding. 0px as well. And here's a basic navigation bar, so you can design it however you want. What we can do too though is make sure in our nav, let's make it a position fixed, so that when we scroll it stays at the top at all times. Width 100 VW, so view width is 100%. So that's the basics of a nav bar. Point is just make a nav, put a UL with some LIs, and having this H3 outside of it, could be H4, H1, whatever you prefer, but having a different item next to the UL gives you 2 items. That way you can have them apart with some space in between without having to use padding and margin and all this extra stuff. Just make it easy using flex, display flexbox, display flex, and there you go. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.